Recorded in Chicago, Illinois, with your hosts, Ken, Matt, Neil, and Jeff. This is Triviality.
Hello and welcome to Triviality, the game where a lack of seriousness meets a little bit of knowledge. My name's Jeff, and I haven't done an intro in a while. I was
take, though.
I was a little worried about it because I don't know whether it's a game or a show.
You're a pro. It's always a game.
Well, the audience will never know if it was just one take.
Game show.
But we know it is.
It really was this time.
It was this time.
Every other time, no.
No, it usually takes me too many, which is why I don't usually do the intros.
But it's always a game.
It's a full house of Triviality this evening. How you guys doing?
Here's a way you can remember it. It's always a game, but sometimes it's not entertaining enough to qualify as a show.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, I think it has to have 30% entertainment in order to qualify as a show.
I'm doing okay, Matt.
And it has to come from the region of the studio.
Matt, you have a special hoodie you said or something?
I don't. This is my NFT merchandise because I figure like if I'm going to spend thousands on a picture, I might as well get a hoodie too.
Got to rep it.
Now, what's
Yeah.
the difference between you're buying and selling NFTs, digital art, I suppose, but what if you took that hoodie like that woman
Took a
who was
picture
selling her
of it.
farts?
Oh,
Could you
well,
sell your hoodie after wearing it?
I think the tax implications on that would be tricky. So
Does it
I try to
smell
avoid that.
Better or worse after you wear it?
I don't know, but I do think that if I had to claim fart income, my accountant would look at me funny.
If I got fart income,
I would be rich.
I'd be rich.
All I know is that if you can have a passive income, then
Oh, yes, that's very
Oh,
funny.
thank
That's
you.
a good time to move on to introducing some guests and some hosts. I
And
think.
we're sorry we prefaced your introduction with that.
Well, we're going to take this a completely different
But deal with
direction. Yeah, and I will introduce our first, contestant here. We've got a contestant and a host introduced, but our contestant, Oakland 5 patron, Brian Wesley Turner, coming to us today from Atlanta, Georgia. How you doing? Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Hi, everybody. This is pretty exciting. I love your podcast. I am a professional musical theater actor when I can do it. Otherwise, I've been working in restaurants most of my life. I enjoy doing that. I like nice long walks on the beach, and I'm just kidding. I love dogs, though. Dogs are pretty cool. I don't have one, but I look forward to that day. I don't know. What else do you want to know?
Dogs are pretty cool. What were some of your favorite roles that you've portrayed?
I've done the musical Damn Yankees twice, and there I've always been a dancing ball player, and there's something really great about a bunch of guys just dancing on stage together. That's probably one of my favorites. Did it twice, so that's cool.
Awesome. So you mentioned you wanted to team up with Neal today, and you had a team name based on your favorite musical, right?
Yeah.
So
you
you
want
said
me
it
to
was The
do this?
Lion King, right?
Yeah, Brian said he loved The Lion King, and he is in Atlanta. I was born in Atlanta, so we're going to be Hakuna Atlanta.
And me and Matt will team up, and what did we want to be? Disgraced what?
Russian figure skating judge.
Disgraced Russian figure skating coach?
Yes.
Coach. Yeah,
My
I mean,
notes here said you wanted to go with disgraced Russian
Yeah.
figure skating coach.
which
You're-
that could refer to many people, actually.
Because we want to make Jeff say that.
You're back in the DRFSC.
But before we play, we need a host, right?
We do, and no one better than today's host. We've got Oakland 5 supporter Roo O'Donnell coming to us from Norfolk, Virginia. Thanks for coming on, agreeing to host. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited about this. It's my favorite podcast out of all the podcasts. I myself am
Right.
a podcast producer. So
Take that, Joe Rogan.
yeah, well, I mean, there's got to be a number two, right? No, I actually hate Joe Rogan's podcast for posterity. But yeah, I'm a musician and podcast producer here in Norfolk, Virginia, formerly in Brooklyn, New York, until the pandemic ruined all of our lives. And I've been doing trivia for a long time. And, love Jeopardy. Love you guys. I'm just
Well,
happy
thank
to
you.
be here.
Yeah,
I'm
happy to see you.
I'm happy to be included in the same sentence as Jeopardy.
Yeah, Rue is one of our very frequent crop collaborators.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's always giving comments and asking questions and whatnot, and he actually provided us with an amazing piece of music.
Yes. Your band, do you want to promote your band really quick? I believe take a lot of influence from like POD, Limp Bizkit, the late 90s, early
Absolutely.
2000s
Actually,
rap rock.
I'm surprised you didn't hear the Korn influence in there, and I'm a little offended. But this is a little bit of a thing that me and my band put together. So I want to thank my bandmates Amanda and Perrine for getting together with me on this for this rules read.
All right, special rules. Here we go.
The rules of the game are simple. 2 rounds of 10 questions worth 10 points apiece. In between, there's a swing round. And after that, the wager points they've got. 5 categorized questions give it their best shot to be the cream of the crop.
It's not just a rules read; it's a rules performance.
That's right, and it's quite epic. If I want to say
It's
so
very
myself.
epic, and I think you hear the corn influence when the bridge hits, and you hear. So yeah.
Oh, Jonathan's in the studio. All right. Well, shall we undertake this game?
Let's do it.
All right, thank you. And I'm just gonna call you disgraced, Ken and Matt, and the two of you probably Hakuna, because I don't have the mental energy to.
Yeah,
Please.
this-
remember the
That's also
entire-
fitting.
Please don't call us anything, and also don't look us directly in the eye.
Just like the Russian skating team.
All right, here we go. Also, just a quick aside, there are clues in some of the category names. Just
Okay.
thought you should know up front. Round 1. Question number 1. The category is getting past third base. In baseball, batting around is the term used for a hitter or that hitter's position in the batting order coming up to bat or making a plate appearance twice in 1/2 inning. What is the fewest number of runs that would need to be scored in a half inning to make batting around possible?
Okay, where's your head at on this one, Brian?
It's swarming. I have zero clue. I don't know.
So I believe what he's talking about is, let's say the leadoff hitter leads off, they get on base. The second batter gets on base, third batter. So you have a loaded bases. So the fourth batter, if he hit a home run, that's one, or we'll just say a solo home, or not even a solo, a base hit. So that'd be 1 run. And then if you just did it for every batter, I don't know if this is right, but you just have a run for every subsequent batter until you get to the 9th batter. And then, I don't know, maybe 6. Does that even make sense? I don't know.
Yeah, it sounds good to me.
I think you guys were close, but I think you forgot to account that there could be 2 people out. So if you're doing the same scenario, but in between 2 people either struck out or popped up or whatever it is, you'd have 2 less runs scored. And then I think that the answer is 4. So we locked in with 4.
Well, let me tell you this. Disgraced is not living up to their name because they're getting points on this one. It is 4 indeed. The easiest way to think about this is if the first 2 batters were out and then everyone else walked until the number 1 position was up again, it would be 4.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense then. Okay.
All right, let's move on to question 2. Good start, Matt.
Question number 2 in the category of mountain madness. It's no fairy tale, though the summit is never swamped, as it has only been climbed a handful of times. I'm a believer that Baintha Brock, a nearly 24,000-foot-tall mountain in Pakistan, has been given what beastly nickname?
Beastly, it's Patrick Swayze. We're going to go with the first one?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so I think we caught on to some clues here, and we're going to lock in.
So, Brian, I heard clues, fairy tale, swamp, beastly. It makes me think of Ogre and Shrek.
Okay, I was thinking of like Swamp Man.
I want to say one of the clues, for some reason, it just made me think of Shrek, but I just don't know if they would name it after a film character. So he just said beastly nickname. So I wonder, I mean, how do you feel about Ogre? Because I feel like he's talking
Ogre
about
works.
Shrek, but
Yeah, Ogre works.
okay.
He also said, I'm a believer.
And I'm a believer too. I was thinking Smash Mouth, but I was like, they're not gonna name it Smash Mouth.
I
Yeah.
would name it Mountain.
So we
Smash
were-
Mouth.
Somebody once
Yeah.
climb me.
We were between Shrek and Ogre, and we wanted to go with Shrek.
Unfortunately for Disgraced, it was the Ogre.
I dream to one day climb on top of Shrek.
Please no.
Might as well.
Shrek
be
is
climbing
life.
up.
Shrek is life.
All right, here we go. Question number 3. Viva la Revolution. During the Mexican Revolution, one period in 1913 that would lead to the assassination of President Francisco Madero was described as a certain number of tragic days. Within one, how many tragic days did this coup d'etat last for, giving it its infamous name?
Yeah, do you want to go 6 for the musical then, just for good luck?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll lock in with 6.
All right, we just went with 8 because we don't know.
Very close from Disgraced here. It is, in fact, the 10 tragic days of the Mexican Revolution.
1 off.
Wow. Okay.
1 off from points.
All right, moving on to question 4. The category is a dish best served cold. What film boasts a cast that includes Kate Upton, Nicki Minaj, and Nikolai Coster-Waldau?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Brian, we can lock in if you're okay to let them talk.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, we're locked in.
Wasn't Nicki Minaj in Hustlers, or was that Cardi B?
Which one's Hustlers?
The one where Jennifer Lopez is a stripper and like steals people's money.
That would make sense because I was thinking in the Spring Breakers mold or something along that line, but I think that's too early.
What is it about the dish best served cold? Because that's usually revenge is a dish best served cold.
Oh, I was going to say gazpacho. But...
And gazpacho.
I can't think of any movie that has revenge or...
All right. Should we say Hustlers?
Yeah, we can go with Hustlers.
It might be Cardi B. I can't remember, to be honest. I didn't see it. But we're going to say Hustlers.
This movie, I remember when it came out, it was a rom-com, and the one person he didn't mention was Leslie Mann, and I just remember it not being all that great, but I know the poster, so we said The Other Woman is what we locked in with.
Yes, the underwhelming revenge flick, which is where the dish best served cold comes from. The Other Woman, it also had Cameron Diaz in it as
That's right.
the leading lady. So it had a pretty big cast and a pretty bizarre cast when you think about it. All right, here we go. Question number 5. Nobody's business but the Turks. Istanbul, formerly Constantinople, is the largest city in Turkey. Though one of the most historically significant cities on Earth, it isn't the nation's capital. With a population of 10 million fewer people than Istanbul, what is the capital of Turkey?
All right. We have a guess. I don't think it's right, but I think it's in the region, so we'll lock in.
What do you know about Turkey, Brian?
Delicious.
That you eat it at Thanksgiving.
I'm trying to think of locations that flights go to, just from seeing like world travel. And is Caracas in Turkey? Or, I know Jeff always says that word, but I'm guessing it's from a different country. But
I have no clue.
so I think Caracas is a place. I think because Jeff talks about it, maybe from a different episode. But it sounds like it could be from Turkey, possibly. I don't know. Do you want to just go with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's
Well,
do that.
on a wing and a prayer here.
That one I know
Yeah,
is
right.
wrong.
Yeah, do you happen to know where Caracas is?
That's Venezuela.
It is Venezuela,
We went with Amman.
which is close. That's in Jordan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Amman is Jordan, and that was very close. This is Ankara.
Okay.
Never heard of it.
So no points on this one, unfortunately.
Yeah, you were onto the right track with that A. I know. I was like, oh, come on,
I
can
felt
you get
like
it?
it was an
Can
A.
you get it? All right, so scores are 20-10. Lead goes to Hakuna Atlanta.
The Donald
We're
Glovers.
disgraced.
That's all you, Neil.
We are disgraced.
Question number 6 in the category I'm Wolf. Born with the surname Okanma, what California-born hip-hop star is known for his jazz influence, disturbing music videos, and his 2011 album, Goblin?
We can lock in.
Thank you.
It's like on the tip of my tongue.
You know it, Neil.
I know I do. I can think of the artist. I know the videos he's talking about, and it's not coming to me. So, for lack of a good answer, do you want to go with Kendrick Lamar?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. This would be my best friend from my time in Los Angeles when he came into my store. A story I've told a bunch of times. It's Tyler, the Creator.
I don't know who that is.
Great. Great job, and I thought that Kendrick Lamar was a very good guess.
Yep.
But yes, it is, in fact, Tyler, the Creator, one of my favorite artists on this planet Earth, and he's fantastic, and he likes getting coffee with Matt, apparently.
Yeah.
The only thing he can't create are his own lattes. What's his order?
He got I think it was a caramel frappuccino, to be honest.
Okay.
extra whip or
No, I think he's a standard guy.
standard? Yeah.
Straight up.
Well, I'm glad to hear that because I heard no whip people can't be trusted.
Yeah. No whip, no trusting. That's what I say.
All right, question number 7 in the category of I don't want to set the world on fire. Founded in 1986, which game developer of the Elder Scrolls Skyrim and next-gen Fallout games is based in Rockville, despite being named for a different town in Maryland?
All right, we're locked in.
Are you a video gamer, Brian?
Nope.
Yeah.
I'm
All right.
not.
So I think I can reason this one out because Ken is a gamer. My brother is a
Not
gamer.
really.
You have a system?
Yeah.
Do you play
I
it?
watch Netflix on it.
You play Red Dead, don't you?
Well, I did it for a while, but I wouldn't say I'm a
you-
gamer.
Well,
Yeah.
you download games and you play
I think
them.
a gamer would say I'm not a gamer.
Well, you're not a true gamer, I
Fake
suppose. But you
gamer.
I'm telling
play
my
games.
friends to stop giving me games because I can't get through them,
I guess.
and
Okay.
I don't play online.
Okay.
That sort of feels like you're not a gamer.
Yeah.
Just saying you don't play
I'm an
online.
occasional.
You're
I
in a
dabble.
Okay, he dabbles in games. My
Dabble.
But I
brother,
know the answer to this question.
Dirty casual.
my brother and his friends are gamers, though true gamers. And I'm just trying to think of the names. So I know Blizzard is one, but that's Blizzard just bought. I can't even remember now. Sony or
Blizzard was bought.
Blizzard was bought. That's right, by Xbox. It's not them. I'm just gonna do this thing where I write the alphabet. And,
I was thinking about
Bethesda. It's Bethesda.
Get out of
Just
here.
got to be. Yeah, Bethesda.
All right, well, Neil backing his way into this one, as he's wont to do.
Did you hear the beep?
that's how he got it.
It is-
Beep, beep, Bethesda. Yep.
It is Bethesda Softworks out of Maryland.
I was like,
Absolutely
if he
correct.
just gets to C, we'll be okay.
I was thinking like how to know if you're a gamer, and it's like you don't play online, you're out. If your main console like me is Switch, you're out.
If you're terrible like me, terrible.
If you're still tending to your Farmville, you're out.
Yeah.
I still have a Tamagotchi, so that's where I'm at.
All right, let's get
Oh
8.
boy. All right, question 8 in the category We'll Always Find a Way. Our protagonist's quest to discover the truth about his mother's actions during an ancient war with the help of his caretakers Garnet, Amethyst, Pearl, and Greg is the driving plot of what Cartoon Network series?
Oh, I know this.
If you
Dang
want
it.
to think about it and lock it in for us, because I have no idea.
Okay. Yeah, we can lock it in.
Okay, I trust you.
Okay.
It's the
I can picture it.
it's the one with the kid with the thing on his stomach.
Yeah, the star. It's got a star T-shirt, right?
Yeah.
It's not Ben 10.
No.
It always gets recommended to me when I'm
It's
trying.
not-
I'm trying to watch Adventure Time.
It's not Gravity Falls.
No,
It's not Adventure Time.
it's
not Phineas nor Ferb.
All right, stop saying stuff.
It's not
Keep saying
Pepperan
Keep it up.
Pepper Ann. We're going far back.
or Recess.
What is this kid's name?
Something universe.
Steven's Universe.
Okay.
Steven's
Steven
Universe.
Is that what you're locking with?
Yeah.
All right, Brian, what did we lock with? Because I have no idea.
I think that they're correct. So I don't know. I don't know it. So I think they just gave it. I don't want to say that I knew it. Because they just gave it.
Okay. So we went with Steven Tyler's universe just as the wrong answer.
All right. They're right, Ro, right? Steven's Universe?
The correct answer is Steven Universe, the brainchild of Rebecca Sugar. And I recommend that show to a lot of people because it has amazing music and amazing representation for for the LGBTQ community as well. So it's very
Awesome.
fantastic.
Yeah, in the theme song, he's like, and then I couldn't remember his name, and he says it really loud.
Oh, he says his name.
Yeah, and I was like, I
Very
know it,
loud.
I know it, but
All right, fantastic. Question number 9. I'm not talking about the Christian emo band. What 1930 William Faulkner novel tells the tale of a family's endeavor to bury their recently deceased matriarch?
this is an Attack spinoff.
Wait, Attack is a spinoff of this band.
No, it's the other way around.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, we're locked in with a quick one here.
Okay, Brian. I do love emo bands, but this one's not coming to me. And I only know one William Faulkner novel, which is The Sound and the Fury, but I don't even know if that's correct. So do you know any?
We'll use it because I don't know any William Faulkner novels and I don't know any emo bands either.
Okay, it sounds like an emo singer would like to say that they're the sound and the fury of their, the lovelorn whatever. So we're gonna go with that.
That sounds way too alive for an emo band.
Yeah, they'd be sadder.
We're going with As I Lay Dying.
As I Lay Dying is correct. So Ken and Matt getting points on that one. I never really listened to them, but I was aware of them because I was made aware of them when I was young.
They have really metal T-shirts. Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know that Half Moon logo thing from their album? You know who did that? Jacob Bannon of Converge.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Music.
All right, you guys want to finish this one off, this round off?
We
We
do.
must.
We have no choice.
All right. Question number 10. Can I get your number? Antimony. An Oscar win for All About Eve. Bernie Williams. I'm looking for a number here. Can you help me out?
Let's go with the second one. I think that's right.
All right, we're locked in.
Brian, do you know anything about this one?
I know a little bit about All About Eve.
So do I. That's why I'm trying to think. Is it the amount of Oscars it won or the amount of times it was nominated? Do you want to just go like 14?
Yeah. That seems a little high, but sure.
I mean, we can go lower. Do you want to go? We can go. I think it won at least the big 5. Probably won like 7 or 8.
Wow.
Do you want to go 8?
Sure.
Hey, Neil, out of curiosity, do you know what year it won the Oscar?
53 maybe.
All right, Matt, what did we say?
So I was between 51 and 55 on Bernie Williams' number, and I think it's 55. So we locked in with 55.
Matt, you should have gone with your first guess. It is 1951 was All About Eve's big Oscar win. And then 51 is the atomic number of antimony. And 51 was Bernie Williams' retired number for the New York Yankees.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty close.
Yeah.
I'm happy
Guys,
with it.
we're all circling it.
Mm-hmm. We circled the drain.
All right. So scores have flipped a little bit. We now have the disgraced Russian figure skating coaches with somewhat of a lead at 50 points, and Hakuna Atlanta not too far behind at 30.
All right, the swing round this week is titled Crime and Punishment. Say what you will about history, but one thing we do know is no one makes it out of history alive. Still, some famous names had their lives cut short by execution, the government-sanctioned ending of a convict's life. I'm going to give you a famous name and the year and place of their execution. All you have to do is tell me what method of execution their execution was. There will be one bonus point if you can include the crime they were executed for. And these are all unique. There are no repeats.
I hope there are some catapults in there.
Number 1, Giles Corey, Salemtown, Massachusetts, 1692. Number 2, Sir Walter Raleigh, London, England, 1618. Number 3, Ignatius of Antioch, the Colosseum, Rome, Roman Empire, circa 135 Common Era. 4, Joan of Arc, Rouen, Normandy, 1431. Number 5, Wilhelm Frick, Nuremberg, Germany, 1946. Number 6, Princess Anastasia, Yekaterinburg, Russian Soviet Republic, 1918. Her crime is not very specific, so for the bonus point, just tell me why she was executed. Number 7, William Kemmler, Auburn, New York, 1890. He has the distinction of being the first person to ever be executed this way. Number 8, St. Peter, Rome, Roman Empire, or possibly Jerusalem, Roman Empire, circa 40 Common Era to 70 Common Era. Number 9, Socrates, Athens, 399 before Common Era. And then finally, number 10, dozens of Saxon merchants in Kronstadt, Transylvania, 1456. They weren't convicted of a crime, so just tell me who ordered their execution.
All right, we will consider these and we'll be back. And we're back. We mulled these over. I think we did pretty good. Got anything to say, Jeff?
I always have things to say, Ken. You
What's
know
that about?
I love talking about our Patreon. If you don't know about our Patreon, that's how you
that?
Quit
can
bothering
directly
the people.
support.
Quit bothering the people. Let them listen.
Wow. We don't have any ad reads except for Neil, which I feel like, that's appropriate.
He wrote a book.
I know.
Thank you. We have all these ads for mattresses and
Spies.
websites
book
Casper
already.
mattresses.
Tired of talking about his book.
So if you want to support Neal, buy Neal's book, which is what again?
It's Being Patrick Swayze, Essential Teachings from the Master of the Mullet. If you help buy my book, then I'll have a whole new book to talk about in a year.
And if you want to support us,
Do so at patreon.com/Triviality Podcast, where you can get bonus episodes and many other great perks just for the sheer pleasure of making sure that we can continue to do this show every single week.
there you go. All right, let's toss it back to Roo for these unfortunate souls and the time and place of death, and we'll see if we know the execution.
And the real question is, are you going to be more disgraced than the people on this list?
Pretty hard to be more disgraced than some of these people, but we're going to go with number 1, Giles Corey, Salemtown, Massachusetts, 1692. What did you folks have?
We had hanged for witchcraft.
So for this one, I'm glad. I hope I'm right because I'm glad that I milled around the Salem cemetery when we were there, and I read every tombstone. I believe this is the person who was helping those accused of witchcraft, saying that they weren't witches, and I believe that they piled him under stones one by one until he died, and I believe that's how he died. That's what we locked in with.
Pressed.
He in fact, Ken's got it. He was pressed to death. And witchcraft is a close enough answer, but he was technically pressed to death for refusing to enter a plea to the charge of witchcraft, but I'm not going to get pedantic about it. It's all witchcraft the whole way down. And so, yes, quick aside to the scorekeeper, the extra point only counts if you get the mode of execution. Yeah. So even though they got the right thing because they said hanged, yeah. All right, number 2, Sir Walter Raleigh, London, England, 1618.
We said guillotine for treason.
We said throat cutting.
And did you have a guess as to the crime he was being executed for?
No. Yeah, I realized that we could have done that, but yeah, we didn't on this one. No.
All right, well, I'm a little torn, and I'm going to leave this up to Jeff as the scorekeeper. Sir Walter Raleigh was in fact beheaded, and he was beheaded for treason.
Points.
But it was not specifically the
Are you kidding me?
It was not the guillotine.
You.
It was with the sword, I believe.
So he got his throat slit? Are these guys right?
It was actually by...
Technically, his throat
was
cut.
slit, yes. So I feel like
Yes, it was.
the pedant in me says they have to get points.
You ass. There's no
No,
way
no,
that
no,
he
no,
was
no. Nobody's getting points.
He
Nobody's
was
getting
killed
points.
by dying.
He was
cruel judge.
He was killed by the executioner from Ireland named Gil O'Teen, but it was
How
not
am
the
I going to
guillotine.
take care of Jeff later? That's the
The
question.
guillotine wasn't invented yet, which is
Fine
Yeah. If we get up to 5,000 patrons, we're getting a guillotine for the studio.
for Jeff.
For Jeff.
And I feel like I'm going to be first up in it after that one. Question number 3. Ignatius of Antioch, the Colosseum, Rome, Roman Empire, circa 135 Common Era.
We said lions, and for Christianity, being Christian.
Yeah, we thought it was something to do with the Colosseum. Or initially, we were thinking lions or animals, but we just said he was killed with a chariot, and it was because he defied the emperor.
One team getting points here. He was thrown to the lions or some kind of beast, most likely lions, and it was for spreading Christianity.
All right.
Number 4, Joan of Arc, Rouen, Normandy, 1431.
We said burned at the stake for blasphemy.
We just said burnt.
All right, you're both getting points on this one. She was burned at the stake, but not necessarily for blasphemy. It was for heresy, which I'm going to leave this up to Jeff's pedantry.
nope.
You are the worst.
You get 5 points.
All right, moving forward. Number 5, Wilhelm Freak, Nuremberg, Germany, 1946.
We said the firing squad for war crimes.
Yeah, we
You ever hear somebody say war crimes so enthusiastically? War crimes.
All right.
we knew this was the trial at Nuremberg, and I believe, and it could just be the movie getting in my head, but I believe they were hanged for their crimes, so we said hanged.
And you can go ahead and enter. I mean, you basically
War
said the
crimes.
crime.
War crimes.
Yeah, he was hanged in Nuremberg, Germany, for war crimes or crimes against humanity.
See, we already had the hanged taken. So
Number 6, Princess Anastasia, Yekaterinburg, Russian Soviet Republic, 1918. And this is the one where her crime is not all that specific. Just tell me why she was executed.
We said she was drowned, and it was due to political discourse.
Yeah, we said something political, but we said something about the Bolsheviks.
Yeah, that they hunted her down as part of their means to it.
I'll bleep that.
Yeah.
Well, in fact, she was already under the control of the Bolsheviks. They didn't need to hunt her down. They took her down to a sub-basement to have her and her family's picture taken and brought out a firing squad, unfortunately. And yes, it was for being a pretender to the throne.
Yikes.
Was that in the Disney movie?
It's in the deleted scenes on the 4K.
Oh my
It gets
god.
very grim in that version of the movie.
Speaking of which, you guys ever seen Romeo and Juliet?
I haven't actually, but I
They
hear
kill
it's-
themselves at the
Yeah.
end.
Do they really?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, do they jump off like a
100%.
ledge and then they break into a million pieces?
I think
That
my
could be.
favorite review of that book was Teenager's Weekend Fling Kills 6 or something like that.
All right, number 7.
All right, number 7, William Kemmler, Auburn, New York, 1890. He has the distinction of being the first person to ever be executed this way.
We said the electric chair, and for the crime of murder.
Yeah, we had
Dun, dun.
we had a similar conversation. We just thought that it was probably early enough for the electric chair, so we said electric chair, and we said it was for a different crime of moida.
Both are correct. The electric chair for murder. 1890, if you think about it, Edison had just done wonders with electricity, and they decided that they wanted to do horrible things with it, like electrocuting people
And he
Or
and
elephants.
as well. All right, number 8, St. Peter, Rome, Roman Empire, or possibly Jerusalem, Roman Empire. This is circa 40 Common Era to 70 Common Era.
They were pretty high on crucifixions those days. So we said crucifixion, and for sedition.
Yeah, we said crucifixion too, but what do we come up with? Why? Neil?
No, just that we just said he just broke a rule as
He broke a vase at the market.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
Jaywalking.
I'm going to go ahead and give you the sedition. Both are correct with the crucifixion. I'm going to go ahead and give you sedition. He, just like Ignatius of Antioch, was spreading the cult beliefs of Christianity at the time, and the Roman Empire didn't love
Didn't
that.
like it.
It was seditious.
It was seditious and delicious. Number 9, Socrates, Athens, 399 before Common Era.
We put poisoning, and for enlightening the people.
Yeah, we knew that when it comes to Socrates, usually it's joined at the hip with hemlock. I believe he was poisoned with hemlock or told to drink hemlock, and we said it's because he was spreading his quote-unquote crazy ideas or non-approved
Full
ideas.
points to both. Full points to both. Yes, he was in fact forced to drink poison, and it was for technically corrupting the
youth
youth.
of
But both of
Athens.
what you said is yeah.
Yes, as
Well,
much as I
it's
would
what
like to
he was
fight that
doing.
one, I feel like, I think you guys earned full points.
Think of the children.
We corrupt the youth, but luckily nobody's serving
Nobody's
us
handed me any hemlock yet.
Hemlock Coke.
Yeah.
Coke Zero.
Our new sponsor this week, Hemlock.
Where do you get hemlock?
Hemlock flavored liqueur.
All right, and finally, number 10, dozens of Saxon merchants in Kronstadt, Transylvania in 1456. And I said they weren't really convicted of a crime, so just tell me who ordered their execution.
I saw the word Saxon and I got too excited and I just wrote Charlemagne and a sacking, but then I saw Transylvania after it was too late and I'm like, I'm dumb.
We have we put
Vlad
Vlad?
the Impaler, yeah, the one of the inspirations for Dracula,
Impaler.
What was
Yes.
he known for though?
impaling people.
Oh, makes sense.
I would say that's full points to
Hakuna Atlanta.
Hakuna Atlanta.
I just think of if you've ever seen the Francis Ford Coppola Dracula, they have the silhouetted image of him just impaling people, and then all the bow staffs are just hanging in the ground, kind of like Seven Samurai.
I hate that movie.
I had to watch that in college, and
Hard to watch.
It was a course that was supposed to be very artistic, and the guy took it so seriously, and it was hard to watch at that point. Yeah.
All right, following that very impressive and also simultaneously devastating swing round. The scores have shifted a bit. Lead has not changed at this time. Holding on to their lead, 79-70, is the disgraced Russian Federation of Coaches. I don't know.
Okay. Close enough. All right, let's get question
It's a whole
1 in
federation of them now.
round 2.
Question number 1. Category is My Sweetest Downfall. What acclaimed singer, songwriter, and pianist released the extremely
bleep that.
well-received albums Soviet Kitsch and Begin to Hope before earning a Grammy nomination for performing the theme song to a popular Netflix drama series?
Locked in.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know any Netflix drama series. But Tori Amos is coming to my head.
Tori Amos, yeah. That's possible. Yeah, the only one that's coming to me, and it took me a while to figure out, is I want to say the album Soviet Kitsch. There's an artist I used to listen to all the time when I had LimeWire. I would download the songs.
You can't say that.
When I allegedly downloaded
Borrowed.
songs.
When I,
That's so long ago.
when I
Nobody even knows what
downloaded
we're
after
talking about.
purchasing the CD first.
Does Regina Spektor ring a bell?
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm thinking Soviet Kitsch. Like I know she had red hair. Maybe that's just screwing with me. But I'm trying to picture her album cover, and I know she was a singer-songwriter, piano player, and I know her songs were popular before she got like a Grammy or anything. But I don't know any songs that she would have the theme song for, or any shows.
Yeah, that's the hardest part for sure. We can go with
Did
that.
she do
That's cool.
Tiger King? Is that her?
She did Orange is the New Black,
Ah.
and it is Regina Spektor. Good job.
Points for both teams. It is Regina Spektor
Wow.
with You've Got Time from Orange is the New Black.
Oof.
See, I've never seen
We
that
lucked
show.
out.
Keep it that way. It's not very good.
All that was in my head was her song where she's like,
Fidelity.
Yeah, I really wanted to like that
Fidelity,
show,
yeah.
but it just never got me.
Send your hate mail to Triviality Pot. What is it?
Our email?
Yeah.
We don't want to give our email out for hate mail.
All right.
We already get
send
it.
it to
'Cause I was
Neil's
talking- 'cause
book
I was
email
talking
thing.
smack about
It's
yeah.
Orange is the New
It's
Black.
trivialitypod at netscape.net.
You guys, yeah.
It's beating Patrick Swayze at gmail.com.
You guys out there in listener land all know that I'm a naysayer, so it's fine.
Just listen to 311. The naysayers, they don't mean a thing.
Oh.
You're going to have to bleep that one,
Yeah.
Ken.
Yeah.
Number 2.
Don't want anyone knowing that we
You're
know
gonna
about
fit-
311.
Yeah, that's the problem. Question number 2. You gonna finish that? Rising to popularity in South Korea in the early 2010s before becoming a global phenomenon, what style of internet video is a portmanteau of the Korean words for eating and broadcast?
Oh no!
See, the problem is South Korea is not Japan, which is why Ken is struggling right now.
I just watched Jeff Goldblum do this with somebody on Jeff Goldblum show, whatever it's called.
Give Jeff Goldblum
Whatever
money
the
and watch
Apple
him do
TV
stuff.
No, it's Disney Plus.
Disney
Jeff
Plus,
yeah.
Goldblum. He just did this with somebody and said the word, and I don't remember what it is.
It's not.
Did
It's
he
not an ASMR, right?
say the
It's
word?
like-
We got a tap. It's never gonna come.
it's food ASMR, but we don't know it.
I have no idea on this one, Brian. Do you know?
It's not on TikTok, Neil?
Yeah, me too.
It's not on TikTok?
Is this
It
about
might be.
BTS?
It might be. I have no idea. You don't know, Brian?
No, I'm blanking
All right,
for sure.
2 taps.
I'm sad to hear 2 taps on this one. It is mukbang.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, never, ever gonna
know
get
about that.
there.
Yep, it rings a bell, but I
Neither.
was never gonna get there.
I've
Muckluck.
heard of that.
Question number 3. While we're on the subject, let's talk about that. What highly successful YouTube series, started by comedians Rhett McLaughlin and Charles Lincoln Link Neal, is appropriately posted at around 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every weekday and contains recurring food-based games including Will It, Food Feuds, and Gut Check?
I've seen a shirt about Rhett and Link.
Like this?
Oh, yes. There you go.
Yay!
I think it was one of those shirts.
I know who they're talking about. I've seen the videos. One of the guys has a beard, and they do like crazy stuff. I watched one where they were seeing if milk would glow in the dark when they put vitamin C or something in it. I can't
Did it?
remember. It did, yeah.
Oh, cool.
I just can't remember the name of it. Do you know it at all?
I never heard of what you're talking about. No, what this
It's-
is.
You're better off, actually.
Yeah, they're like an offshoot of, or inspired, I should say, by like the Green Brothers a little bit, and it's like their own thing.
They did Skittle popcorn. It looked
Yes.
really cool.
I think it's something to do with that. I think he said that in the category name. It's something that. So you just want to say like 6 a.m.
All that.
Yeah, let's just say all that because I love all that. Let's do that.
All right, we borrowed the name of a popular film, and you said a bunch of stuff about like eating and filling your guts or whatever. So we said Breakfast Club.
The Breakfast Club it's a very good guess, but the actual answer and what makes it appropriate that it's released around 6 a.m.
Good
is
Mythical
Good Mythical
Morning.
Morning.
Mm.
I'm a big fan of Good Mythical Kitchen. They make a lot of weird, like, food stuff that shouldn't exist. It's delightful.
Yeah, they recreate some like historical meals and stuff, which is fun. Question number 4, Math, a film by M. Night Shyamalan. A hypotenuse is the longest side of a right triangle. It can be calculated using the Pythagorean theorem if the values of the other two sides are known. Consider this math problem. If you had one leg that had a value of 12 and another that had a value of 16, how long is the hypotenuse? The answer is, of course, 20. For 10 points, correctly spell hypotenuse.
But I was C-squaring.
I can only laugh because, well, I did 12, 16, 20. I think is that a variant of a 3, 4, 5 right triangle? So I
Who
had
gives a
20 right away. I was like, "Where's he going with this, Roo?" I was like, "What are you doing to us?"
All right, it sounds like me and Matt are bad at spelling, but I think I'm catching on to something here, so we're locked in.
HYPOTENUS.
I think a lot of it's there. My gut was HYPOTENEUSE.
EUSE.
Hypotenuse, yeah, but maybe I'm overthinking it or adding some French into it. The Shyamalan clue.
It's because it's a twist.
Oh, I see.
Because it is a twist.
I was like
ending,
going
there's
through his
no
filmography.
other-
Yeah.
I'm like, it's not going to be in there.
Classic Neil overthink.
It's like if Lady in the Water had 37.
It seems like a lot of extra vowels at the end of hypotenuse. I feel like there's one more vowel that we don't need.
Okay, yeah, we could go with your spelling if you want.
Remove a vowel.
Which one would you remove though? The E after the N?
Yeah, let's just do that.
All right, we think it's a little bit weird, so we said HYPOTENUESE.
Wow, pretty close, both of you, but the actual spelling is HYPOTENUSE.
Mm.
I have that written down. Oops.
All right, number 5, Harboring a Grudge. In early 2019, a 2010 video of New York Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez dancing on a rooftop went viral. In the video, Representative Ocasio-Cortez is prominently featured wearing a t-shirt that bears the name of her alma mater, a university named for a city. On the rooftops of what American city was this viral video shot?
All right, we are going to go ahead and lock in.
I've seen this video.
Okay.
Have you?
No, but I'm stuck on Grudge, and I don't know. I feel like it could be Seattle. Is that a college? No, they don't have a name for college, is there?
I don't know if it's Seattle. I remember she was on the rooftop. She did the dance, and I want to say people called her out. I think because the college was one that they would consider privileged when she was her. She talks about helping those less fortunate, and for some reason,
How dare she?
How dare she go to a college and learn and then help other people? But
Right. And then I also think that we should be looking at cities that have a harbor.
yeah, right, exactly. I agree.
Boston.
I liked your idea. Do you want to go with like Boston for Boston University?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I remember the video. I knew she went to an East Coast school, and then with the harboring clue, I was pretty sure that would be Boston. I'm not sure if it was actually BC or BU, but I'm pretty sure it was in Boston.
All right, 2 Bostons and 2 correct answers. It, in fact, was Boston University. Go Terriers.
So starting and ending that section of the round strong, adding 20 to their scores, both teams bringing the totals to 99 for the disgraced coaches and 90 for Hakuna Atlanta. So
Ooh.
still a close game.
Close game.
Question 6, in the category of I've got one hand in the molten core. Usually manufactured with aluminum, a susceptor is an element used to transfer heat, and may be most widely known for helping us enjoy what saucy, name brand, late knack, and after-school snack. We wouldn't want it to get soggy after all.
I'm locked in. I mean, we're locked in.
What's a late night or after school snack? First I was thinking like Chips Ahoy or something, or like or chips. Cause
Yeah, me too.
one hand in the cookie jar, but
It's saucy. It has to be saucy. What about the one hand in the molten core? Is that giving you anything?
no, not really. I don't know if it's. I mean, Hot Pockets are kind of saucy and hot.
Oh.
You have to take them out of the oven.
And they're in it, though it's not in aluminum, but it's a way for it to transfer heat, though, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if they're talking about like a cookie sheet or something, but I have no. I the scientific part of it.
And if you ever want to shed the one layer of skin from the inside of your mouth.
Yes.
All right.
How do you feel about like a Hot Pocket? Because I know we were thinking cookie, but
I love it. Let's do it.
all right, we'll go for Hot Pocket.
You sure you don't want to go with Pop-Tarts?
That was going to be my other guess.
Tortino's pizza
No,
rolls.
we said Hot Pockets.
Did you?
Absolutely. This is the famous crisping sleeve for your Hot Pocket meal.
Oh, that thing. Okay.
Hot pocket.
The clues
Spread
being
around.
I've got one hand in, like Alanis Morissette, one hand in her pocket. And the molten core, as Ken pointed out, you will scrape all of the lining of your mouth off if you just bite into one right out of the microwave.
So we got
But
that.
we
yeah?
always do still.
Why is
Yeah.
it that one side was
Yep, points to
cold
both
and the
teams.
other side was always lava hot?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, question 7. Don't make me tap the sign. What do Mexican artist Frida Kahlo, American musician Kirk Hammett, Canadian college hockey player Nick Shimlansky, and American actor Miranda Cosgrove all have in common?
We can lock in.
What are you thinking about on this one, Brian?
All I'm thinking about is the eyebrow with Frida Kahlo.
Yeah, that was the first thought I had, was like a unibrow of some sort. I also believe Frida Kahlo, or I think she was in a car accident or was hit by a car. I don't know if Miranda Cosgrove and the hockey player were also in some sort of car accident, saying, don't tap the sign or whatever Roo said, maybe having to do with like a street sign.
Okay.
Okay, do you want to just go, they were all involved in some sort of vehicular accident
Sure.
in one way, shape, or form? Okay, that's our official locked-in answer.
Should they be more specific?
Why don't you go ahead and give your answer, and then I'll throw it over to Jeff for a ruling.
Okay. Well, the don't tap the sign, I'm almost 100% sure, is a reference from a Simpsons episode where Lisa's riding the bus and she's on the wrong bus and the bus driver will not tell her where to go. Frida was definitely on a bus when she was injured, which led to a lot of her later works being collages and some other things because she didn't have all of her physical capabilities. So I'm almost 100% sure that all these people were involved in some sort of bus accident. So we're going to lock in with bus accident.
It is, in fact, a bus accident. They all survived bus accidents, very serious ones, during their lives.
Jeff, are they getting points?
I'm ruling in favor of bus accident being the correct answer.
Okay.
So not vehicular accident.
Correct.
Okay.
He's got to level the scales after that last one.
After we got nothing for an entire round.
I wasn't putting my thumb on the scales.
All
Another
right.
level now.
Justice is blind, Ken.
Question number 8 in the category of World Cups. The coronation of the winner, a 4th century Common Era mosaic that can be found at the Villa Romana del Casale in Sicily, features a group of women in various athletic poses. What surprisingly modern piece of clothing are they wearing?
I have an idea, Brian, but I'll wait
You're-
till they lock in.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
All right, we are going to go ahead and lock in here.
Okay, so first of all, modern piece of clothing, 4th century. The category title is World Cup. So initially I was thinking bra or brassiere, which they wouldn't have had, I assume. And I also was thinking they probably
It's
wouldn't
the
have had
man's ear.
the man's ear, the bro.
Sometimes you just need a little support.
I was thinking like underwear initially. I guess they maybe would have had socks, but I figured everyone was in sandals. But I kind of feel good
As
with.
long as it's not socks and sandals.
I feel good with bra just because of World Cups being the category title. But how do you feel about that?
That feels good. Only thing else I was thinking was cleats or some kind of shoe.
I'll leave it up to you. You're the guest. Do you want to go bra or do you want to go cleats?
Let's go what you say.
All right, we'll go with the bro, the man's ear.
All right. If there's one
Okay.
thing I know about in this world,
Not true.
no. We also said the brassiere.
Yep, I'm going to give that to both of you, specifically their sports bras.
Hmm.
And they were wearing them in this, and no one really knows any other painting where they're wearing anything like it. So it's a very, very fascinating thing to look at.
They're all doing
Yes,
the,
it is.
the Brandy Chastain.
I was going to say Brandy Chastain time traveled and was in the painting.
Okay, so moving on to question number 9. Question number 9 is books on books. Hemingway's The Sun Also Rises, Wharton's The House of Mirth, Christie's Evil Under the Sun, and James's The Golden Bowl all derive their titles from verses in which biblical book? It has been called the most nihilistic book of the Bible.
Well, first I was thinking, of some kind of book that has a lot to it, like maybe Psalms. And then when I saw them all together, and I think I got those titles right, it kind of pointed me into Revelations.
Okay. Is that
What-
there's a lot of dark stuff in that one?
Oh, yeah.
No
That one's
kidding.
pretty dark.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to trust you. I'm going to trust you, Brian, on some of the Bible verses and where they might come from. I haven't gotten to Evil Under the Sun yet in my Christie reading. It's maybe 6 or 7 out, so I'm sure it mentions it in there, but I can't really help you there. So if you have a guess that you feel good about, we should go with that one.
Yeah, let's say Revelations.
Okay.
Talks about the apocalypse and the end times. So
Yeah. We went the one with the book with all the rules in it, which, kind of is a bummer for me. But we said Leviticus.
Leviticus is indeed the one with all the rules, and Revelation is indeed dark, but this is Ecclesiastes, a book that almost didn't make the Bible because it is so unbelievably dark and nihilistic. And a lot of authors love it.
There you go.
Good to know.
All right, question 10. The category is Consider the Sauce. What popular chain of sports bars removed the word WECK, that is WECK, from their name in 1998?
Boy. Yeah, I guess we can go with that one. I just don't know where it fits, but
All right. Let's lock it in.
I have no idea. I just want to just name a sports bar.
Yeah, I mean, go with the ones that you had again.
I had Wingstop, Buffalo Wild Wings, Twin Peaks, and Hooters.
all the classics.
Hooters Weck.
Yeah, that one sounds so weird because
Whack
Hooters has been
Hooters.
around forever. Do you want to go?
Yes.
I don't know. Twin Peaks is, I think, the newest out of all of them. Do you want to say that one?
Sure.
Okay,
You try to hit all 4 in a weekend, right?
that's my weekly ritual. Yep.
We said Buffalo Wild Wings. Maybe it was like Weck's Wild Wings or something.
I believe a Weck is German for roll.
Okay.
Oh.
Yes, it is chipped or roast beef on top of a sandwich, and Buffalo Wild Wings and WECK was the original name of Buffalo Wild
Wow.
Wings. So points.
Wow.
Lucky us.
Sorry, Brian. I would have gone Buffalo Wild Wings, but I've been there so much over the years, I never would have believed that it would have had Weck in the name.
Just got to follow the
Yeah,
alliteration.
That was all the dubs in the B dubs.
We're not getting enough dubs in
It
this
was
game. That's for
Tree
sure.
dubs before that.
Yeah.
So going into the final round, we've got team scores of 110 points for Hakuna Atlanta, and for the disgraced Russian somethings, 139 points.
Yeah.
Let's blow it. Let's blow it all at the casino, Matt.
Yeah, all in.
What are our round categories?
The categories of the final round are on, balance, off, palace, and doesn't matter.
All right, all the wagers are now locked in, so let's get the questions.
Question number 1 in the category of on. On March 10th, 1933, The Crooked Circle, starring Zazu Pitts and James Gleason, became the first feature film to be shown where? Question number 2, balance. Donald Brennan is credited with coining what geopolitical balancing act term in 1962? Question 3, in the category of off. In many forms of the sport of cricket, breaks will be taken throughout the day as the matches can be quite long, some going for several days. A 40-minute break is usually taken between morning and afternoon play for lunch, and then a shorter 20-minute break is taken between afternoon and evening play for what activity? It's very fitting considering the nations where cricket is so popular. Question number 4, in the category of palace. You've seen the video. What former NFL stadium was the site of Randy Savage's 1987 WrestleMania loss to Ricky Steamboat and Savage's subsequent creamy meltdown? And
How
finally,
dare you mislead us like that?
question number 5 doesn't matter. What is the result when antimatter comes into contact with matter? Alex Garland directed a 2018 sci-fi film which starred Natalie Portman and shares its name with the process in question.
All right, we will be right back with our answers. And our answers are locked in. For us, we wagered 30 on all these except for Palace because we didn't realize it was going to be a wrestling question. How about you guys?
Yeah, we wagered 20 on all the questions except for Palace. We just put 5 just to hopefully gain some ground if it was a Palace question.
All right, there you go. What is the first question again?
In the category of on March 10th, 1933, The Crooked Circle, starring Zazu Pitts and James Gleason, became the first feature film to be shown where?
We thought this might be Man's Chinese Theater.
Yeah, Brian and I were talking about this. I'm pretty sure I know it's a little early, but I think it was the first movie shown on television. It was before the Hays Code was introduced.
The answer is it was the first movie to be shown on television.
Wow.
Very
Great
good.
job.
Good.
Yes,
What a
Neil,
great
yes.
answer.
Second question, balance. Donald Brennan is credited with coining what geopolitical balancing act term in 1962?
I kind of figured this one out after thinking about it a little bit longer, but it was too late. We were locked in, and we put gerrymandering. I think the date is way too late for that term.
We discussed Cold War kind of starting, just people being really nervous, and we were trying to think of terms meaning destruction or that everyone could end each other with a push of a button, and it took us a while, but we got to mutually assured destruction is what our guess is.
And that is correct. It is mutual assured destruction or mutually assured destruction. Both are fine by me, and you're absolutely correct. Yep.
What? Neil, you knew that all along, didn't you?
It's from film dialogue.
He's just stringing us along for 20 minutes while he thought about it.
I know, right?
Next, in the category of off, this is the one about in cricket, what the second break of the day is taken for. What did you have?
We thought this is the most British thing ever, and we said it's tea.
Yeah, we also said tea time or tea.
Absolutely, they take a break for tea, which in the middle of an athletic competition is very funny to me.
Very funny.
In the category of palace, you've seen the video. What former NFL stadium was the site of Randy Savage's 1987 WrestleMania loss to Ricky Steamboat and Savage's subsequent creamy meltdown?
Just for the record, Ricky Steamboat was my favorite growing up.
Oh, the dragon.
Yeah.
This was at WrestleMania 3, which was headlined by the much more famous Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant. This would be at the Silverdome in Detroit.
What? We said Detroit too.
And did you have a guess at the name of the stadium?
Oh, do we need to know the name?
I'll give them Detroit. If they know Detroit.
It's Pontiac Silverdome, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's Brian's the one who figured it out. 'Cause
Pontiac
I said,
Silverdome.
yeah, where would it be? And he said cars, Detroit. So
Excellent. It is the Pontiac Silverdome in Detroit, Michigan. Great job, both teams.
Hulk Hogan would go on to call it the Superdome years later, but he'd be incorrect.
And last question in Doesn't Matter. What is the result when antimatter comes into contact with matter? Alex Garland directed a 2018 sci-fi film which starred Natalie Portman and shares its name with the process in question.
Yeah, pretty cool flick, and that's how I got the answer. Annihilation.
yeah, I'm a bigger fan of Ex Machina, seeing Oscar Isaac tear the dance floor up, but we said Annihilation.
Possibly the best line in any movie of the 21st century so far.
Was so good.
Annihilation is absolutely correct. Both the matter and antimatter are annihilated, and only pure energy remains.
Also the
So,
best Mortal
points for
Kombat.
both teams.
That's also what happens when I drink too much coffee.
Annihilation.
Yeah, only pure energy remains. Jeff, what happened?
Speaking of pure annihilation, I don't know if anybody caught this, but going 5 for 5 in the final round, Hakuna Atlanta, adding a total of 85 points to their score. So they're at 195 points.
Eclipsed our goose egg.
Yeah, you guys broke even to stay at 139. So the disgraced coaches are
Disgraced.
still
We're
disgraced.
being deported as you speak.
But today's cream of the crop, Hakuna Atlanta.
Great game, guys.
Ain't no passing craze, these guys, I'll tell you.
Tuna, Atlanta.
Ryan, great. You got half of the ones right in the final round, so it was the best teamwork. We came together finally at the end here, and it worked.
We really did. I agree. It was awesome.
Well done. Brian, thank you so much for joining us. Any final statements
My
before
pleasure.
we head out today?
This has been lots of fun. I've been watching guys or listening to you guys for so long. So to see you and be a part of the podcast is really awesome. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, we're glad to have you.
Roo, great game today. We loved answering your questions. You gave me a wrestling question, so thanks for throwing me a bone. Any last words from you, sir?
I had so much fun. This is my favorite podcast, so it's an honor to be on it. If you want to check out my band that did the rules reading for today, that's Blaze Pascal, BLAZEPASCAL, and you can find us at blazepascalmusic.bandcamp.com if you want to hear more.
Awesome, and thank you for being patrons as well, and for joining a great group of folks supporting our show.
Yeah, we really appreciate you guys, and thanks again for joining us. On behalf of Brian, Roo, Ken, Matt, Neil, and I'm Jeff, this was Triviality Podcast.
A show.
About nothing.
It's a game. It's a game.
How Brazier, how Brazier.
By OMC. Nice.